not real clear about how I feel about these tomatoes. They're super fast growing, which means that they are going to be all over the place in here at some point, and there's only so much light to go around. They were crowding all this out, some of my herbs down here, so put this guy up on a leader. I'm gonna train it up. There's one in the back, which if we come around here you can see. And he's kind of leaning towards the middle again. They're going towards the light, but this gigantic plant right here is a pepper plant. If you look down inside here, you can see just how big, you know, some of those, the base shoot is, you know. It's all lit up right now because I put this reflector in there, but that is going to be a gigantic pepper plant when we get to outdoor. And I like that because it was really productive this last year. Got a ton of peppers off of it. Same with this guy back here. You can see a lot of fruit down underneath there. A little smaller now that we've gotten inside. They're just not getting that much light. This jalapeno plant continues to go bananas. You can see all the way over here. Lots of jalapenos. Got a little cilantro down in here now. And over here, haven't been able to wrap my brain around how this, you know, raspberry bush grows. I've cut it back. It's pretty mangled at this point. It's got a couple of these longer canes that are producing fruit, but they just come up and they put out leaves and then they dry up, burn off. And I don't know why. You know, down here, these leaves seem to be coming out, filling out, and maybe that's a new cane. And I don't know what the production pattern is, whether as that cane comes up, it gets more productive or what, but letting the whole plant, I assume it's one contiguous plant, get more light from all of this foliage down below. I cut back anything that wasn't growing good foliage. But, you know, I think at some point I'm actually going to get some raspberries. I just keep giving it a little water, but you can see if you get in here, some of them are dying off, burning up. Same thing back here with this lemon tree. You know, lots of quote unquote fruit, but it's fruiting, but nothing's setting. It's all falling off after a while. So I'm hoping maybe these ladybugs that are in here will help pollinate it in a way where I'll get some fruit that'll set. Because you can see they get right down in there and they're feeding on the nectar on the plant, symbiotic. So good for them, it's another food source. And I see them doing the same thing with the flowers on the pepper plant as well. So we'll see. This, I'm not exactly sure which tomato plant this is. Whether it's one of the Cherokee purples or it does not appear to be a cherry tomato. But I don't know yet. Man, it is warm down in here. You can see, this is kind of interesting. This guy is growing a lot. Since he's back in here. Same with this gigantic spider plant. It has put off a ton of these. If you want some cuttings, man, I'll give you some cuttings. This guy was just literally like one of these last year. Put it out in the garden. It did really, really, really well. And now it's just out of control. Watering out of this bucket, you know, every couple of days. I've got Chomper the fish underneath here. You want to say hello, Chomper? Anytime I give him, this is a hydroponic system, temperature 76, which seems to be what he likes, that warmer temperature. This hydroponic system up here, anything that grows in there, he just lays on the bottom and doesn't want to do anything. But he is merrily swimming away up at the top, aren't you? It's like a dog. I've never seen a fish that'll respond to a human the same way this guy will. He really likes it when you come down here and say hello to him. It's kind of what's going on in the basement right now. That's what happens when it gets a little chilly out. I think the high is 0 today, so I would like, I think, to add two more lights here, another 2 lights here. I know that seems crazy, but these things will take as much light as they can get. Everything's on a timer. You know, it's off for 8 hours a day, which lets it cool down. But this tomato's grown enough that I cut back that much just this week in growth. So I'll keep you guys updated on how things are going in the indoor garden. But these pepper plants, I shouldn't say these, this gigantic pepper plant is going to be on year 3 next year. And they were just tiny last year. Really growing well.